Hi Nourished people, Sally here with Nourished Roots Nutrition to give you a food fact for this Friday. Today I'm going to be talking about olive oil and how we can keep it healthy. What do I mean by that? I mean unoxidized. Oxidation, oxidized, think rust on your metal, an apple after you cut it up and it turns brown, that really old oil in the back of your pantry that doesn't smell so great. Yeah, those are all examples of oxidation. So we don't want to consume foods that have been oxidized because it can actually damage our cells, leading to disease or premature aging. Not fun stuff. Let's keep the oil unoxidized. In the same regard, think of why we have fruits and vegetables. They have antioxidants in them, and they keep us healthy. So we want to make sure that we keep that oil fresh and clean and new and not oxidized. Here are 3 tips that you can use to make sure that that happens. The first thing is to buy an olive oil container that's dark. Light oxidizes oil, so if you have a dark container, it can actually keep the light out and keep your oil fresh. In the same time, I always store my olive oil kind of in a dark corner, not right where the sun is shining. The second thing that you can do is buy an olive oil that has an airtight lid and keep it on there, because anytime that air gets to the olive oil, it's oxidizing. Think about, you're cooking in the kitchen, you go sit down for dinner, and you come back and the olive oil is still uncapped. During that time, it's had an opportunity to oxidize. So after you pour it out, put the top right back on and don't let it sitting out for too long. For the same reason, because air can oxidize oil, you don't want to buy a huge container of olive oil. Every time you open that container, you're getting air inside, and it's contributing to some oxidation. By the time you get to the bottom of that container, your oil has oxidized quite a bit. So just buying a smaller container can help with that. And then the third thing that you want to be aware of is that you don't want to cook olive oil above 200 degrees. 200 degrees is about the smoke point of olive oil, which means at 200 degrees it can become oxidized and start to smoke. And alternatives for that is to buy an avocado oil or a coconut oil, and those have higher smoke points, and you can cook with them in the oven, because I don't know about you, but when I cook in the oven it's like 350, 400, so not a good idea to use olive oil in that sense. But as an alternative, using it on top of your salad or on top of your vegetables after they've been steamed, or using a very low temperature to saute some vegetables, those are all good ways to use olive oil. So just keep those 3 things in mind. Again, a dark container, stored in the dark, a small container, always keeping the lid on, and then not using olive oil above 200 degrees. And that's it all I have for you today, but I hope you have a wonderful weekend and enjoy that olive oil. Take care.